what should people like really kind of take away from all this?
I mean, the thing that I really push back on today, because a lot of the folks commentating on this are like, well, they didn't do anything for 6 years. What do you expect? And I don't appreciate that as they actually did. They didn't just ship a game that was highly praised as a remake so that PlayStation had a great game for a launch title. So Demon Souls remakes, great launch title. That's perfect for your console. 2 years later, they're helping get Ragnarok out the door. And that was another, I think, great moment for the PlayStation gen. Like, Ragnarok's a great game. So this whole thing, like, well, they haven't done anything for 6 years, that's super, super unfair to the studio. Second, they did a God of War, live service game that, as far as I know, PlayStation does not mandate games to their studios. So they say, hey, we've got all this funding. We're increasing funding for live service. Bring us your pitch. And so Bend and Blue Point and other studios bring their pitches. So obviously what I think happened, just theorizing, they got their mitts on God of War as an IP, helping Ragnarok get out the door, and thought, this is a cool IP. We kind of like it. We've got an idea for something, and maybe they pitched it. It went poorly, okay? Even if that's on them for pitching it, it's on Sony leadership for greenlighting something that sounds absolutely stupid. Like I said today, when we heard that they were going to do like a Horizon MMO or a Horizon co-op kind of Monhun adjacent game, none of us were surprised at that. We're like, oh, that could work. But when everybody heard God of War live service game, everyone was like, huh? How? What? It was like universal furrowed brows. So it's like, this falls on Sony leadership. So yes, from 2023 to 2025, they spin their tires on that. This feels like a massive short-sighted gain to get like, oh, we're going to lower costs. Let's shut the studio down. There's no long-term view here because these guys could have been dropping dunkers every 2 to 3 years. There's so much valuable property. Twisted Metal as a show is doing great. Have them remake Twisted Metal. There's Legend of Dragoon. They could have remade that. Expedition 33, make it in that vein, right? Everybody's begging for Bloodborne. That probably falls on Miyazaki wanting to be involved, so I get that. But it also looks really weird to be like, hey, we're doing God of War trilogy remake, and we just got rid of an amazing remake studio that's like 70 to 100 people. Like, really? Operationally, this is really going to help Sony? At some level, I know finances are about to get crazy for companies because there's tariffs. There's the issue with the rising RAM costs and hard drives and all of that. And they're trying to probably just scrape every nickel they can. This just feels like a very, very short-sighted decision that I think long-term is going to be frustrating when, you could be taking bandwidth that right now Santa Monica is spending on these remakes and have these guys help and shoulder it.